Your name, your address, and your phone number are floating around the internet. Easy for strangers, scammers, and companies you've never heard of to find. Data brokers and shady databases collect and sell your private details to anyone willing to pay, putting you at risk of nonstop spam, scams, and fraud. You can't stop them from collecting data, but you can control who gets to keep it. That's why I use Incogni. They remove your private information from more than 420 of these sites automatically. And with their unlimited plan, you get total coverage. If you spot your personal details anywhere else online, just send them the link, and their privacy experts will get it taken down. It's the easiest, most complete way to protect yourself and personal life. Right now, you can lock in 60% off with my exclusive deal at privacykim.com. Go to privacykim.com right now and start protecting your privacy. This is so important. Privacykim.com. That's privacykim.com. Here's hour 2 of the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. Skelly is here, Andrew. Are you excited?
Who?
Skelly.
Who's Skelly?
You know Skelly. Skelly is Home Depot's infamous 12-foot skeleton.
What?
Yes. Halloween in August. It's here.
I know. The decorations are everywhere already.
It has a brand new 6.5-foot counterpart, Ultra Skelly.
Ultra Skelly is shorter?
Well, here's the reason why we're talking about it, is because for $279, Ultra Skelly connects to your phone via Bluetooth.
Well, of course it does.
You can control his LED eye colors.
Okay.
Trigger 5 creepy phrases.
Do you know any of them?
No.
Oh, I wanted to hear an impression.
Kim Komando is great.
Yes. That was so spooky. They're going to come running. I'm sure there's someone at the door right now when I hire you for Ultra Skelly's voiceover work.
Please tell Home Depot I'm busy.
Kim Komando's great.
You can only buy one Skelly at a time, one per order.
Isn't that much of a demand?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you want to put a 12-foot skeleton in your front yard?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so.
No. You know, I used to have a skeleton full of Joe.
What?
Yes, but my supply is now bone dry.
Oh.
Yes. It wasn't that femorous.
That was a good guy. That was, yeah, I like that. I like the tag.
Yeah, you like that one?
Did.
You see, on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's, of course, the Kim Komando Show, the nation's largest, trusted, award-winning, biggest, best show about all things digital. And it's called the Kim Komando Show because, after all, I'm Kim Komando, America's beloved digital goddess. And joining me, of course, is Andrew Babinski, my co-host and cohort, and also the co-host of the morning show, 99.9 FM in Phoenix, Arizona.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Kim. Was that spooky too?
You sounded like a New Yorker, actually.
Oh, forget about it.
That's it. I'm like, Abe?
I'll put that one in my back pocket.
Okay. Listen, you can find us on over 425 top stations across the United States. And also, we're streaming in your favorite radio app, and you can find us as a podcast in your favorite podcast player. And don't forget, you can actually watch the show, too, over at youtube.com/Kim Komando. And if you do get the podcast, we have an itsy-bitsy little favor that we need to just beg you to do. We need you to give us a 5-star review for the Kim Komando Show podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Even if you don't like my jokes, even if you love my jokes, you can mention that too. Because we have just a couple of reviews, and they're very old, from when we actually tried the Kim Komando Show podcast as a paid podcast. And people are going, oh, I don't know why I need to pay for this. Yeah.
Is that Skelly? Was Skelly upset that he had to pay for the podcast?
He was very, very upset. Alrighty, then, you know the drill. Every day, I do it for you. I read everything that is out there about the tech industry, so you don't have to. And here are 5 things that you need to know about right now. And have you played with any of the AI video tools yet?
I tried one of the free ones, and it didn't work great, but there is potential there. But I know there's a lot of good ones out there.
There's Sora from OpenAI.
Right.
Okay. VO3 from Google.
Now, are all these, could you access these free?
Yeah, and then, of course, they're going to want to upsell you.
Yeah, of course, but at least you could try it once.
Yes. VO3, it's their most advanced version yet.
Wait, I forgot. I remember the video I made of us as toddlers doing the podcast?
I think you used Google.
I did.
Yes, but now the new version is out. We should play that. That was so funny. And, I sent that to my sister, and she was like, you were cuter than that.
Of course.
Anyway, I made my own. I uploaded a single photo of myself into Veo. Now, I know that we have people who are only listening on radio. So,
Right.
Andrew, I want you to watch very closely and tell everyone exactly what you're seeing.
Okay.
In recent developments,
That's
the advancements
not
in
you.
robotics have been truly remarkable,
It's
changing
you
industries
sitting in
and
your
our
chair,
daily
the
lives.
correct background, not your voice, and not even close to you.
I was like, what's going on with my teeth?
Right. It looks like the stereotypical Fox News anchor.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You have an option to turn yourself into a news anchor.
Okay.
And
So is it because of deep fakes that the AI will not because I know they have the ability to, but they won't exactly match who you are?
I think maybe they turn it down a little bit because that deep fake of me does not look like me.
No.
Doesn't sound like me. But if you see deep fakes of somebody like Jennifer Aniston, it does look like her.
So what service are those people using?
They're probably using, some advanced one
That's just not available on the mass market?
or something on the dark web that is just that you might have to pay for down
Because
there.
I've tried to use AI to make like thumbnails for videos on Instagram and
Doesn't
YouTube.
always work. It doesn't.
It looks nothing like us.
No. But the thing about Google's VEO, in case you want to try it, is that it learns from itself. So every time it creates a video for anything, anybody, is that it keeps getting better and better and better. Meanwhile, coming in at number 2, Mark Zuckerberg put together a whole big essay about personal superintelligence. Okay. Here's how it starts. Over the last few months, we've begun to see glimpses of our AI systems improving themselves. The improvement is slow for now, but undeniable. Developing superintelligence is now in sight. So to have superintelligence, AI must improve itself, understand you deeply, and act like your personal guide. And he says Meta's vision is to give this to everybody on the planet. That AI superintelligence is not going to take you or your job away. It's going to be your companion, your sidekick, your personal assistant. But in order to have this superintelligence, guess what you need, Andrew?
A Facebook account?
Meta's glasses.
Okay.
For $300.
They're not going to put it in any other system, only in the glasses.
You need to have the glasses because it's
Okay.
going to listen to every single thing. It's going to see everything that you see. It's going to know how you respond. Okay. Just as a side note, last quarter alone, Mark Zuckerberg's Meta's Reality Labs division, working on the superintelligence, they lost $4.5 billion.
That's okay. Facebook's worth $4 trillion now.
Yeah.
They got the money.
I know, but really. Let's talk about ChatGPT. I guess tens of millions of people are using it for counseling.
Okay.
They admit to wrongdoings. But one of the things you have to remember is that everything that you tell ChatGPT is not confidential.
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, this would be a good test, and I did it this week. I go on ChatGPT and I say, tell me what you know about me. And then I can tell it to forget some of the details on there that I've put in there that I don't want it to.
It's not going to forget.
But at least if someone else were to ask ChatGPT, it wouldn't present that information. I would hope,
No, it will.
even though I commanded it not to.
It will.
Okay.
It's you can't whatever you put out there, it's just gonna be a mess. I mean, and CEO this past week, Sam Altman, that's a good thing that you said that because he confirmed that all your conversations, juicy, emotional, messy details could end up in the hands of the law, even if you deleted stuff, because AI bots don't have client privileges.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So something for you to just keep in mind.
But it sounds like a business opportunity. We should build an AI chatbot that somehow has client privileges.
Yeah, but you're not going to make any money at it.
All right, fine.
People don't even want to pay $2.99 for an app.
That's true.
It's like, oh, I got to pay for that. You're like, okay, well, whatever. Okay. Sorry. Moving on to number 4. 10 years ago, it took up to 7 days to get an online order to your front door. And now brands are trying to make it less than 15 minutes. And Disney has an innovative idea. Have you heard about the digital concession stand?
No.
Let's say you're watching whatever you're watching on the Disney Plus app. It's late at night and you got the munchies.
Okay.
An ad pops on the screen with a QR code. You scan it, it takes you to the digital concession stand. And there you can order popcorn, raisinets, drinks, whatever you want. You order it and your treats are on the way. Disney promises to have that ordered to you within 15 minutes.
Not going to happen.
No?
15 minutes. It takes 15 minutes to walk around 7-Eleven and find the popcorn and Monster Energy drink that I just ordered.
No, they're using GoPuff.
But still, with GoPuff.
No, GoPuff they have warehouses all over.
I understand that, but you use delivery pretty much more than anybody I know.
Probably every day.
Right, exactly. And do you get anything that fast within 15 minutes?
No.
Exactly.
But I never used GoPuff because that started out for people who were smoking pot and they needed to, they needed the munchies.
Right.
I need to have chocolate now.
I think that is pretty brazen to say 15 minutes. If they would have said 30, I would be in. I would believe it.
Do you know a ghost walks into a theater?
Where is this coming from?
A ghost walks into a theater and goes to the concession stand.
Right.
But he gets turned away because they don't serve spirits. Oh. You know what? You're going to use that one this weekend.
Absolutely no chance.
And your kids are going to go, your dad jokes are so funny.
I'd rather go an entire weekend of being mute than retell that joke.
Gosh. Lisping all the way. All right, coming in at number 5. Do you remember that mysterious missing minute from the Epstein jail footage?
I heard about it.
Turns out that the FBI actually has a version without the missing minute.
What?
Yes. Previously, officials said that the jump was from a nightly reset. Now a government source says that the raw footage exists and shows nothing sketchy, obviously.
Then why was it edited out?
CBS hired a forensic analyst to look at all the metadata because, there's always a lot of details in that. They say the footage was likely a screen capture, not an actual export of the raw file. The metadata shows it was recorded. The video was also sped up. So conspiracy theorists all over the internet are going crazy.
Of course.
And it just wasn't just one jail cam, but they say, the government's saying that 2 jail cams, quote unquote, malfunctioned.
So they edited the file and then screen capped the edited file to make it look like it was an original unedited file.
But the cameras malfunctioned.
No, they didn't. You just said they did.
The government told us that they did.
Oh, okay, I'll accept it then.
I mean, why would the government ever lie to us?
They never do.
I actually got a call from a bigger, if I dare say that, national radio host.
Oh, okay.
And said, Kim, my home address is all over the internet on these people's search sites. And so I said, you have to go to Privacy Kim. I said,
Yeah.
Sorry for the promo code.
You'll
buddy.
get a discount.
But that's just the way it is. All right, let's see. We're going to talk about hard drives. Yeah, that'll bring them in. Scammers pretending to be your Uber driver.
Don't you write the teases?
No.
Okay.
There's no teaser to be written. Look at that.
Okay.
It's just a list of things. And it says the hard drive installation.
No,
I
I'm
forgot
on the edge
that.
of my seat. I can't wait to hear about hard drives.
We ought to bring back the battery update.
Oh, I hope they're solid state. I hope they're solid state.
Shut up. God, he's such a jerk sometimes. More to come here on the Kim Commando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise. Home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HomeTitleLock.com/Kim. That's HomeTitleLock.com/Kim. You know, I've tried all different types of contests. I mean, we've given away laptops, gift cards, pay it forward contests, which that one did the worst.
Did it really?
Yeah. That was where I gave somebody $500 and then I said you could give another person $500. Okay, the number of entries to that was like little.
You had pretty good odds. You should have joined.
Okay, but now anytime you give out an iPhone,
Sure.
people go crazy for it. Okay, so if you are sitting there saying, I need a new iPhone, I'm going to be giving one away in about a month, but you need to go to winfromkim.com, no purchase required, a $999 value. And this isn't just a dinky little iPhone 16. This is the Pro, folks, the Pro.
Ooh.
Yes, winfromkim.com. Now, when you go to winfromkim.com, you are automatically entered into the contest and you are automatically subscribed to my free newsletter in the interest of full disclosure. And you can unsubscribe at any time, but I would tell you, you will not want to. Our open rate on the newsletter this past week was about 45%.
And that's consistent. It's consistently
Yes.
in that range.
And, you know, and when I was talking to the folks who manage the newsletters and I was like, so how does that compare? They're like, crazy.
Right.
Crazy high. So you will love the newsletter. It actually has a 5 out of 5 star rating over at Trustpilot. Again, winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com.
I saw a cool story this week. Basically, the men of the internet are mad. Have you ever heard of the app called T?
I've heard of it. I obviously have never used it.
No, you're not in the dating world.
Right.
So basically, the inventor of the app, his mother was dating and she was online. And he was sick of her getting catfished and scammers. And she went out with people with criminal records and people who were married. So he thought of this app where not only could you do background checks on the men that you were potentially going to date, but you also had the social media platform where you could go and speak with other women who have been out on dates. And it's not all negative. Some of the women would say, yeah, Ted was a great guy. We just weren't a match. But then a lot of it was actually negative about the men.
Of course it was.
And this week, there was a story that T got hacked, but it wasn't a hack. Because of the poorly put together way the app was constructed, all of the information of the users prior to February 2024 was available on the internet, including tens of thousands of user-submitted photos, which then people have now put online and are ranking.
Oh, no.
From prettiest to ugliest.
Oh, ouch.
But the men on the internet are saying this is what they were doing to us on the T app. We're just doing it back.
Yeah, and I love when they say, oh, yeah, we had a data breach. We got hacked. You did not. You were stupid.
Yeah, you were real stupid.
Okay.
Especially because a lot of those photos are driver's licenses. So if you have signed up for the T, your driver's license may be out there on the internet.
And then once it's on the internet, it's not like you can call them up and say, hi.
Could you please delete that?
And I know you people at 4chan are having a great time, but would it be something that maybe you might not want to share so much?
Do me a solid. Just delete all my information. You can leave everybody else's up.
And by the way, I lied. I really thought that guy was great. He was amazing. All right, let's do all of our phone calls right now.
I'm ready.
Thomas in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hello there, Thomas. Welcome aboard. Wow, I think I read about you. Did I not?
You might have. Hi, Kim. Thanks for having me on the show.
You betcha. Now, you had your phone stolen, and then you were tracking it where it landed. Is that right?
Yeah. I was out in Charlotte at a bar with some friends, and I had my phone in the blink of an eye snatched from my pocket before I could even react. And so when I got home that night, I was like, oh, well, I might as well see where it is on Find My iPhone. And so my phone started this crazy journey down the East Coast and eventually ending up in China.
Wow. And then how long did it take to get from Charlotte to China?
The whole process happened about over the course of a month or so, 3 weeks to a month. I was able to track it. By the next morning, I mean, they were quick. It was already in South Carolina, so about one state down. And then within 4 to 5 days, it was in Miami. and it sat at it looked like either a Miami apartment or a Miami church. From the story, they kind of focus on the church angle and how kind of peculiar that was, that it looked like it could have been in a church. So it sat in Miami for a couple weeks before it got shipped on a plane. I was able to actually track it here too, to Memphis, Tennessee, and then eventually over to China.
Oh, probably went to FedEx through Memphis.
Yes, exactly. Yep. And I was able to, I remember I kind of pulled up the map and I was zooming in and I was like, wait a second, that's the FedEx wing of the airport. So yeah, it was. I knew it was on a FedEx plane headed from Memphis to China.
At any point, did you try and intercept it? Like when you found out it was at FedEx, did you reach out to FedEx and say, hey, my phone is in a package that you're about to deliver to China?
Yeah, I didn't call FedEx, but I called several police departments. I called a police department in Charlotte, of course, and then Cowpen, South Carolina. And then it was at a hardware store. It looked like they had stopped for lunch or something in Cowpen, South Carolina. And so I called the hardware store next door. I was like, hey, I think my stolen phone and a bunch of other phones might be in a car outside. And they were willing to help, but they needed, the police to authorize that. And so I never got the Cowpens police to respond. And then I called the Miami police, and you kind of see until NBC picked the story up, actually, when it happened to enough people. That was the first time someone, I felt like, took the time to listen to what was happening.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. So it's happening throughout the country, and it's pickpockets.
Yeah.
Or you could be at a bar, and how many times you're at a bar and you're like, you turn your phone over and put it off to the side because you want to be annoyed by the notifications, right? So then somebody just swipes it, and then they get the phones to eventually churches in China. And because it's easier to get the phones through customs if it says it's going through a church or it's going to a church. And keep in mind, even if a lot of here in the United States, the phones are basically worthless without an Apple ID.
Right.
But there, they jailbreak it, they put on messaging apps, and they're being used as like covert tools for communications.
Because I would assume if my phone was stolen, it would be wiped and sold on Facebook the next day. But this phone took a wild ride.
It did. So Thomas, were you able once it got to China, did it totally get shut down at that point, your access to the Find My?
Yeah, pretty quickly. And the reason they ship it to China, so the whole time, within a week of my phone getting stolen, I started getting text messages pretending to be Apple, pretending to be this or say this, to try to get my Apple ID or to get me to take the phone off my Apple ID. So what they do is when it's in the U.S., they try to trick you into unlocking your iPhone because, like you guys said, when it's Apple ID locked, it's pretty much a paperweight.
Yeah, it is.
And then if they can't get you to kind of sign out of the phone or to get your iCloud password, that's when they can ship it to China, and then it's pretty much scrapped for parts, and it's a huge industry over there with these giant factories.
But that makes sense because I was also curious, why was it powered on the whole time, allowing you to track it? But they were trying to break into it until the last-ditch effort of sending it to China.
Yeah, and it is like you said, Thomas. It is for parts or for maybe some covert operations, and so bottom line here is that if you're out and about with your iPhone, okay, you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping tabs on it.
Keep it in your pocket or your purse.
Well, no, he got pickpocketed.
But did he have it in his back pocket?
I don't know. He had it in his pocket, so
I'm a front pocket guy.
Okay, all right.
I'll be fine.
All right, let's see. Amy in Wichita, Kansas. Hi there, Amy.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Hi, I'm a long-time listener. Thanks for having me on.
You betcha.
Yeah, so I'm calling. I'm here with my daughter, actually, who's a long-time Minecraft player. And this past year, she's been listening to some Minecraft things. And this question's actually for Andrew.
Okay.
So we think we either found someone related to you or your doppelganger, like from a different dimension. I've been listening to the Imp and Skiz podcast with her, which is actually their names are Impulse and Skizzleman. And then also watching Guess the Build, which is where these famous Minecraft builders come together, and they basically play telephone and they build. And so, like, I'm kind of getting the inside understanding of how things are built by watching this game show.
Okay.
These Minecraft people, and I'm watching this and listening to these. And of course, I can't see them, but this guy Skiz, I'm thinking, like, he sounds familiar. And it took a while, like a few months. I'm like, do I know him from, like, work or a friend? Like, who is this person? And one day we were watching Guess the Build, and I was like, oh, my gosh, it's Andrew. And so I jumped up, and I got a clip of you guys talking, and I took it to my daughter, who was watching it with me. I'm like, listen to this. I think it's Skizzleman. And so she says, oh, my gosh, like, where's Andrew from? And I said, well, Arizona. And she's like, Skizzleman is from Arizona. And so we're like, well, that's weird. And then she tells me Skizzleman has, like, a tech background. He works from Intel. And so anyway, I'm just wondering, do you know Skizzleman? Are you Skizzleman?
No.
Do you know that there's this person out here that sounds like you?
Do we have a clip of Skizzleman?
Do we have a Skizzleman clip?
Putting new tires on, it's not rocket science, but it also is a little bit more complicated than you would think if you've never done it before.
It actually kind of does sound like you, Andrew.
Well, hold on. Play it one more time, and then I'm going to say the exact thing he said afterwards.
But I liked it. I got really strong doing that. I was confident. It was good. But that's my Costco story. I know no old ladies. Well,
that's my Costco story. No old ladies, but, well, is that close?
No, because you were acting then.
I was.
You weren't actually talking.
True.
So do it now, just as if you were going to say it.
That's my Costco story. It's no old ladies, okay?
I hear it. Amy, are you moonlighting?
Is this, what's his name, Skizzlebutt?
No, Skizzlebutt. Skizzleman.
I apologize.
Yeah, he's got, like, a similar humor to you, and
Okay.
he talks about his family. And I couldn't remember, like, did you talk about someone in your family, like, playing softball or something?
Yes, absolutely.
He talks about his daughter playing softball all the time. So
I have to
I don't
meet
know.
Skizzleman now.
You have to meet Skizzleman.
Yeah, I know. I think he's Skizzleman.
I'm not Skizzleman. I
think
would
you
tell
are.
you. I
No,
told you that
you
I
don't-
have fake
no.
teeth. I'm going to tell you if I'm
No,
Skizzleman.
you know why? Because you had to sign that whole agreement. This you would only do this. So you're making all this money on the side as Skizzlebutt.
I don't have internet in here. I'm trying to see what Skizzleman looks like.
Well,
Yeah, we looked at first. We
he's
couldn't see if
handsome.
You're the same. When you guys don't look the same, but you definitely have a radio doppelganger.
Does Skizzleman appear on camera as himself or as a Minecraft character?
Both.
Both,
So I was able
okay.
to see him. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They Impulse and Skizzleman record together, and they have this podcast. So I was able to see them, and you don't look like each other, but your voices sound the same. And the humor's nice. Like we watch this for entertainment regularly now. My daughter's hooked me into all their Guess the Build and different things, and it's really entertaining. So
Well,
I could like see your humor in it.
I'm going to have to get home and then start just randomly playing this podcast to see if my kids also
That would be funny.
think it's me on the air.
Yeah, you just play it and then see if that's a great idea. Play
Or
it.
just watch. No, just do Guess the Build.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they'll think you're the person building because that's his character.
Yeah, and then and then you
Yeah.
can then they'll be like, gosh, Dad, like this is so much cooler than that morning gig you have.
Oh, yeah. If I was YouTube famous, they don't care that I'm on the radio every single day for the last 26 years in Phoenix, Arizona. If I was YouTube famous, I would be a golden god.
Skizzlebutt.
Skizzleman.
I'm
going to look this up.
I think well, Amy and Lydia are very astute, very smart to
They're
put that
internet
together.
detectives right there.
They are, and they need to get to the bottom line. And I'm not so sure you're not Skizzlebutt.
I'm not Skizzleman.
I think Skizzlebutt.
Okay. Either of them. I'm not either.
Okay,
but
because
now that Skizzlebutt is actually available, maybe I will become Skizzlebutt.
Maybe we should have Skizzleman on the show.
We absolutely should.
Maddie.
Let's get Skizzleman on. You have Kim's people contact Skizzleman's people and see if we can make this happen.
Exactly. Oh, this is the hard drive story. I remember this. Okay. Many moons ago, I decided to upgrade my PC, the hard drive. Do you remember? Have you ever done that?
Sure.
Okay. Took like an entire day.
Oh, yeah, and you never do it right. It's like doing any DIY project. You're taking multiple trips to wherever you got to go.
I spent $2,100 for a 30 kilobyte internal hard drive.
What?
Yes. Okay. Couple of weeks ago, I said, you know what? I need a new hard drive.
Right.
I installed a new one, and I was just astounded. I just plugged it in, and it worked.
Like that?
Just plugged it in. The storage is 1 billion times greater than that first hard drive that I mentioned. It's a 30 terabyte drive.
30? They're already up to 30?
30 terabyte drive. How much do you think that costs?
I'm going to say $300.
600.
Okay.
600 is cheap.
Yeah.
For 30 terabytes?
Right.
Okay. If you see one on the internet for $300, it's a scam.
Fair enough.
Okay. Just say. All right. Still to come, we have more great phone calls here on the Kim Commando Show.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Tom in Fort Myers, Florida. All I see, Tom, is I need to make some money, honey. Is that true?
You got that, Kim.
Okay.
I love your show. Listen every time I get a chance. Appreciate it. Thanks for taking my call.
You betcha. So what's going on?
Well, I'm retired. Been retired about 8 or 9 years. I lived in Minnesota my whole life. Moved to Florida about that 10 years ago. And things are just getting a little tight, and I would like to make some more money. I see all of this stuff going on the internet, but, you see these ads, and it's like partnership marketing and Amazon reseller and Kindle publishing. And I'm afraid to click on those.
Good, don't.
Like, yeah. So is there really some legitimate ways for an old guy sitting?
Well, first of all, I'm not letting you call yourself an old guy, because we're moving past that, okay? Because then all of a sudden we got this thing like, well, I can't do that because I'm an old guy. I can't do that because I'm an old guy. Remember, old guys rule. You're right. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so
I can do anything.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So, what did you do before you were retired? Give Andrew and I some clues.
Okay. I've got an engineering degree from back in the 70s, and I worked as a mechanical engineer for about 10 years. Then I got in the real estate business, sold real estate for 10, and then I spent 35 years doing mortgage origination.
Exactly. You know a lot about mortgages and real estate and things like that, okay?
Finance, yeah.
So what you could do is you can get on your favorite little AI chatbot, and you could write an ebook about 10 mistakes people make when they are buying their first house, right? You know that.
Yeah.
What would give me one mistake? Give me one.
To go to a bank instead of a mortgage broker.
Okay. All right.
Cost them a fortune.
Okay, so you know all this at the top of your head. So see, my point being is that instead of going and saying, well, I can resell Amazon stuff, don't even do that. I can do search engine optimization, I can 30x my money with crypto, okay.
What about taking online surveys? He can become a bazillionaire.
You make $5 a month at that.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry.
Okay. So what you do is you write an ebook. You put it up on Amazon, Kindle. It doesn't cost you a dime. And especially now, and then you use the Kindle publishing system. You want to price it at $2.99, $4.99. Maybe even make it $0. And you're like, well, how do I make money at that? You give it away for free. It climbs on the Amazon charts, and then everybody writes reviews about what a great book it is. And then you say, okay, I'll charge $4.99 for it.
Realistically, how much could he make with that?
I told a family member to do this, and I don't want to talk about who it is, but they wrote a book about photography.
Okay.
And he was telling me not too long ago he was making like $20,000 a year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's better than any part-time job.
Yeah. So I mean, he just sits up there, and then it just keeps going on and on and on. And and then there are also places like, Upwork, maybe that you can get a consulting gig, Tom, and Freelancer. Maybe somebody needs a mortgage professional to look and analyze documents on the side. And so what I want you to do is I want you to stay in your lane. And that lane is mortgages and real estate. And so take a look around and then call me back and tell me what you found, and then we'll take it to the next step. And thank you for your call. Coming right back, scammers and Uber drivers here on the Kim Komando Show.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
All right, so let's say you request a ride through Uber. A few seconds later, your phone rings. The driver says, I need to verify your account before I can pick you up. Can I have your phone number, your email, and the 6-digit code that Uber just texted you? Okay. The answer is no. No. What they're going to do is wipe out your Uber account, your credit card, you get all of your info. So if somebody ever does that to you, just hang up and don't fall for it. Hey, just a reminder to enter to win that brand new iPhone 16 Pro. It's really easy to win. You just have to enter at winfromkim.com. Once again, that address is winfromkim.com. And thanks for listening, folks. That was the end of hour 2. Don't worry. There's another hour coming up.